Hey guys, what's up? Two-wheel Turban back on the Super Duke, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about why you should ride in your lowest power mode if your bike has different power modes, which a lot of bikes do nowadays. So for example, the lowest power mode on the Super Duke is rain mode, and a lot of people probably never even want to use their lower power modes, right? You always want to have like max power and stuff, but in today's video I'm going to be talking about why it's so important to use your lower power levels. Okay, so with bikes like the Super Duke and Super Sports, a lot of the common bikes with different power modes, man, these bikes nowadays are so ridiculously fast. And if you're riding with buddies or you're riding around, that power can make you kind of look like a better rider than you actually are, or faster. And so it's really important every once in a while to go into these modes, especially if you're doing twisties and stuff, because it's going to really show how good of a rider you actually are. You know, you're going to dumb yourself down, well, dumb the power level down on the bike, and you're going to experience this need to focus on other skills. And you're not going to, you know, be able to rely on the power of your bike necessarily to, you know, make you go fast around twisties and all that type of stuff. You're not going to have that ability. And what really ingrained this strategy into my mind was when I went on the track with my R6. So I was on the track on the R6, like trying my best, you know, definitely have like no skill level at all with track riding. But I remember even like in corners, down the straights and stuff, there was a guy on a KTM RC390 and he was just flying past me. And it was just proving to me like, okay, yeah, you may have more power than him, but you're a worse rider. So, you know, it's really important to kind of gain those fundamentals and ride at a lower power level and become fast, not due to power, but due to your ability to brake properly, corner properly, and have smooth throttle and braking applications. All of that stuff is going to help you out so much more, and it's actually going to make you a safer rider. Because if you're just pinning it like every time, like just, you know, doing like that all the time, like you just end up becoming a jerky rider, and that's definitely the most unsafe, worst rider. You want to be the smoothest rider out there is the best rider. Simple as that. Like if you see a guy just riding super smooth, he's not making a bunch of unnecessary movements, that guy's probably a way better rider even than the guy that may have a higher horsepower bike and, you know, can really pin it and stuff, but that doesn't mean anything. Anyone can do that. A monkey can do that. So yeah, basically this whole video is just saying, you know, don't always use your max power mode. I really think people should start exploring using their lower power modes, because you got to focus on these things and not get yourself where you're reliant on the power of the bike, but instead on your rider skill. You should be able to hop on any bike, 250cc, 300, and still fly around twisties just due to your ability to maintain momentum and ride properly. So yeah, I actually love riding around rain mode. It sounds weird. It's like, why would you like riding around rain mode? You know, you paid all this money. Don't you want the 180 horsepower? No, actually the 130, I believe. Oh, that's pretty sick. Scat pack. The 130 that I believe in rain mode is fantastic. Yeah, 130 horsepower is more than adequate. Honestly, I wish there was a mode that made this bike like where it just fired on one cylinder and had like 60 horsepower, because then it would force me even more to focus on those other skills to make me fast. Because sure, in a straightaway, you don't necessarily need a lot of skills, but when you go out on these twisties and stuff, all those things come into play. And yeah, so I was riding in rain mode and I was thinking, you know what, I should make a video about this, see what people think. Do they ever do this, you know, purposely put themselves in a lower mode? And you know, another thing, side thing that I do it for is I'll ride around in rain mode and then I'll put it in regular, and it feels like I just rode this bike again for the first time, and you feel all that power, so it kind of resets you. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video interesting. Let me know down below if you guys ever do it, and if you haven't, I say try it and let me know how it is, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.